Phil called me a couple of years back and said that he had spoken to Dr. Smith and said that he was interested in training the support group as it relates to other sickle cell patients. Because when sickle cell patients go into crises, they're in a lot of pain, and many of them are opiate seekers because of that pain, simply to take them out of their crises. And typically what happens when they go to the doctor, doctors either help to alleviate the pain, or they are skeptical. They're not sure if they're kind of just tripping and wanting opiates. And so what we decided to do was to get together, create a training series for them that included 2 weekends of didactic training, and then simulating a clinical piece for them where they could practice not only on each other, but on peers, members of the community, supporters of acupuncture. But in the midst of that, we lost one of our trainees to a sickle cell crisis. And we got together and got through that together as a group. But it was so key that is exactly why we were there, and it gave us another purpose and another mission to do it for the sake of Shantisa. And so it gave us an extra push. We didn't really need a push from the get-go, but it gave us an extra push, and it brought us closer and tighter, and definitely more willing to do whatever it takes to go through the community and make this form of treatment accessible to all members of the community.
This condition was discovered in 1910. It had doctors baffled. But it's a very minute thing. But basically what it is, and not to get too technical, it's an electrical problem. And it deals with the cells on an electrical or physics level. And what we found, and I'm talking to Dr. Smith 20 years ago, he knew, and I knew, that it's something that could be beneficial. So we know it's a hereditary blood disease where the red blood cells take on a sickle shape. And because of the shape of those cells being banana shaped versus the normal donut shape, those cells tend to trap the blood vessels and causes pain. The cells also don't live a normal lifespan, so there's an anemia. The term sickle cell and then the anemia. Anemia means there's not enough hemoglobin to carry oxygen to different parts of the body. And so the term sickle cell anemia came about as a result of the shape of the cells and the anemia. And so right now there isn't a drug cure. All they do is treat symptoms. Medicine wants to come up with high-tech ways of solving our problems. But as I said, sickle cell is such a minute situation in the hemoglobin where one amino acid replaces another, and it gives a different electrical charge to the cell. So the transplants are good in the sense that you do change the chemistry, but there are also the possibility of the body rejecting whatever you put in foreign to the body.
Treating myself, my experience, I just tried it anyway. I wasn't in pain. I just wanted to learn the technique before I can put it on somebody else. I need to do myself also, I felt. So I did it, and I felt good. I was, relaxed and stuff like that. So one day I was feeling fatigue, and as Parnel say, you can feel it coming on. I'm 37 years old, so I've been living with this all my life, so I know when it's coming on. So I just did the 5 points in each ear, and I sat back, and you get into yourself, because there's no medicine in the needle, so you go into yourself.
The high-tech things are good, and you have to try those things, but like Dr. Smith say, we got to keep it simple. And that's basically what we were trying to do with this, to keep a simple approach to dealing with something that is, as I say, very minute, but has a very devastating effect on the body, because the cells control every organ, every tissue in the body. And so that's why the sickle cell problem, and medical science have always said if they can solve the sickle cell problem, they can solve the cancer problem.